Tyler is loading in.
No worries.
But I'm gonna go grab me some water.
Okay. I'm just watching a guy try Oreos until we're ready. Wink, wink.
I am going to turn down. All right. Well, while we wait for Tyler, we can start with you. The map's live whenever.
I can wait.
Sure.
I can. I believe. Ah! A fly just flew into my forehead. Sorry.
All right. That's the consequences of not wanting to start right now. Hey. For a second.
So is homeboy coming or no?
He has not answered. Doesn't.
I couldn't
Tyler.
tell what was happening because everything devolved into the conversation about the
one shot.
yeah. Hello.
I think I got everything launched, but I am going to go ahead and go grab my phone charger because I expect
The breakdown.
my Discord on my PC to start going robot.
That's fair.
Domo arigato, Mr. Discordo.
Okay. No. Derek's. I'll ask you, because we left off after this. Yep. His Discord fucked up.
My boy couldn't even make it to the phone charger.
You tell me. I can't remember, and correct me if I'm wrong. You guys sleep?
Yeah, because
Cool.
dream. Or, well, vision, whatever happened.
Yes. Wonderful. Too. You are the only person in here. You kind of get this sort of notification in your head. Everyone else has been stored inside the safe.
Oh boy.
You are the only one here. There are 3 doors closed, and one door it has like a solid blinking green light, and this one, the one you guys came out.
And it is not closed.
It's closed, but there's a blinking green light on it.
No lights on any of the other doors.
Correct.
Alright, I guess we'll go check out Mr. Blinky.
Alrighty. As you do, you are brought back to... I find that map pretty... Let's see. There it is. Come out through here. See some onkegs and some other people. Or sorry, not people, but mainly just onkegs.
Just bugs, huh?
Bugs. This is the bottom of Sanctuary. Immediately spewing out of the amulet is Pandemus.
Welcome to the shit show, pal.
What did I miss?
Nothing. I walked out of the room that we slept in.
He was not there for the. I think he got off right after the combat. If I.
Yeah.
We found a room with a definitely not creepy computer-like thing, sort of like how the Dreamer was. As far as I know, it's not godly, but it, you know what I mean, like an interface system, kind of like that.
Interesting.
And we are currently
It
under
seemed
Sanctuary.
active.
Yeah, it was active last time. It didn't talk this time, but I didn't try and interact with it either.
Pandemus and Derek's, can you both give me an
Insight?
yes.
19?
18.
Guys,
I'm very confused.
you guys catch a memory trying to push your way through, and then you both simultaneously at the same time sort of lock eyes as that memory is sort of just gone. It's strange. It's like you're trying to think of like a person's name for it. You both subconsciously and at the same time recall this name and it's gone.
Huh. I feel like I just forgot something.
Me too. But I can't remember what I forgot.
Well, as far as I know,
I
we
guess
can
it
get
can't
out
be
by
too
going up.
important.
If we both forgot, right?
That's what it felt.
Can't be that important if we both forgot Pandemus. One of us would have remembered, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, do you want to go back up? Or do you want to... Looks like there might be an unexplored path down here. We fell down here trying to get to another city, so... Where's Sandy? Where's old Mr. Dune?
He's still upstairs, in St.
Okay.
See, I'm just going through a couple of my note cards real quick.
Oh, you're good, dude. I believe last time we, meaning you and I, played, you were here when I brought the sand spot back to life, right?
Was,
Dusty.
Dusty.
yeah. William Dusty.
And then he started to fall down this hole, and that's how we ended up down here. Right? That's where we're at right now, correct?
That's correct. So what you guys did, that was the end of the one you guys played together.
That's right.
And then when everyone got here, Sanctuary had this gigantic fight with these worms that
Yep.
were hunting delirium infused
Elemental
creatures.
claw.
Yep. And then you
Ugh,
guys
I gotta talk to that guy.
and then immediately you guys delved even further down because Ronald's sword became an onceg that immediately started digging downward, and he immediately dropped down. So did everyone else. That's where you guys had your secondary fight.
Yep, I fucking somehow forgot all about the elemental claw fight. Oh, dude, that fight was insane. Jesus. Okay. Do you want to go back up, or do you want to poke around this cave here, Pandemus?
I'm open to either if there's anything in particular you need to do.
As far as I know, we just should need to get back up topside and see what the fuck's going on up there, since we dove down this hole at the very end of them being attacked.
Sounds good.
I don't know if I'm strong enough to carry you or not. How heavy are you?
Pandemus, you have gotten a full rest.
Okay. Well, before my body got reborn, I was a Goliath, so I imagine I might be like fairly heavy.
I mean, I have 16 strength. I'm not weak, but
Oh, you're pretty strong.
Yeah.
I'm also decently strong.
You guys can climb back up, or you guys can take the path that you've taken out of here before in the dream version of the Sanctuary.
there's a walking path back up?
It was right over here.
Well, shit, I was gonna fly us out.
You
That's way easier.
I mean, you're
I have
more
a
than
grappling
welcome.
hook.
I don't know if I'm... Let's try and just fly straight up. It'll be quickest. I have an 80-foot fly speed, so I mean...
Okay.
If I can carry you, it'll be pretty fucking fast. We landed like right here in the middle whenever we came down, so that's where I would try and take off from.
Absolutely.
All right. Here's some guidance.
Excellent. Shall I need to roll anything to carry Mr. Pandemus?
Athletics.
Okay. Oof. Lucky. That's better. I'm not going to burn 2 charges on it. 12 total.
All right, with a 12 total, as
I'm not burning a second. Sorry.
it will take some time, but you're definitely able to do it very slowly and cautiously.
Alright. Hold on, Stinky.
Light tear as Pandemus takes that name in and says, "Thank you by the divine gods."
I just imagine he's like keeps trying to get me under both my arms, but I'm just so sweaty and gross that his grip's slipping. He has to keep going back down to reassure his grip.
It takes you guys too long. Get back up to sanctuary. One would
Yay.
one would say, at some point, everyone that was involved just kind of gets over it, and you just kind of eventually like heave ho him all the way up there.
Hiya.
We're no longer in combat. You guys end up over. Okay, and lock you. But you guys eventually get up there. Let me go ahead and move some of these people around.
I do apologize for drinking right in the mic. I thought I was muted.
Fine.
No, you're good. What's going on up here when we get up here? Is it chilled out?
As you get up here, you were greeted by two guards that say, "Oh, you're the people that jumped down into the basement to save so many of our oncakes. Thank you so much. I believe you are wanted to be seen by Urchin Brickwall as well as Leader Adin."
Oh boy. All right.
I guess our presence has been requested.
Lead the way, gentlemen.
One of them will.
Like we haven't fucking been here before.
It's a nice looking bed. Never mind.
Let me go ahead and move.
I tell him to lead the way and then just walk past him because I've been to Sanctuary before.
He's like, here, this way. Come with me. Oh, wait, you know the way we're going. All right. I'm coming. You guys eventually continue walking, and he walks you up to this location. And you can kind of see crossed out. It used to say some herbalist shop, but it has been crossed out and replaced, and is now the capital room.
Oh. Interesting.
And you sort of knock on the door, and Urchin Bricktalo, or Uthin Bricktalo, aka Father Bricktalo, and Leader Adin sort of like usher you both in. The guard sort of. Is it just the two of you? Or is the rest of your party okay?
They're fine. They're just taking a little nap.
Oh, good.
And I'll just kind of like tap my necklace.
Ah, wonderful. You see him tap a similar necklace?
Horrifying. Absolutely horrifying.
He just kind of says, "I understand." Well, my name is Adin. It is a pleasure to meet you. This is Father Bricktalo. This is sort of our quickly put together war room, and it's an abandoned shop, so pardon the mess.
Are you guys at war with someone?
You call this a mess?
The outside world had started becoming a little bit more engaged after the awakening started happening, and a lot more monsters started to appear. So we're kind of at war with the world itself right now.
Understood.
So
There's a lot of strange things happening in the world right now.
Absolutely. But yes, again, I just wanted to say thank you so much for helping us and protecting us. I mean, that's really all I can honestly say. As for rewards for assisting us in protecting the townsfolk, I have this, and he sort of hands you guys a sack of money, and it is 5,000 gold pieces split amongst you each.
Oh shit. That's 1,000 each if we give everybody in the party money, right?
Yes.
There's 5 of us, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna put my portion into my
That's fine.
bag, and we will send a Discord message or something so everybody else knows to do the same.
Fine.
I mean, we don't have to tell them.
I mean, that's technically true. That's technically correct. The best kind of correct.
No, it's the right thing. I'm a cleric. Kinda.
What's that message for, Tyler?
I forgot.
Okay. But anyway, they kind of say, here, we also found a couple of this, cleaning up this room. And take some of these old potions. I can't say if they'll work or not, because like I said, this is an abandoned herbalist shop, so we just kind of took it over. Here, and he hands you guys like a case of potions. Unmarked. They are different colors and in different vials. You're free to figure that out yourself, whatever they are, but they're your guys' case of potions.
Unlabeled
Cool.
potions.
I'll hand that straight to Pandemus.
These are marvelous.
I like to think it kind of slides out of his hand a little bit, like if he's holding it flat, you know.
It actually
kinda
just gets
slurp.
it actually just gets absorbed into one of his fat wrinkles.
I can't wait to taste some of these. They look delicious. I'll put them in my bag.
Okay.
Just hold them for now. Well, what is it like? It's not like 50 potions, is it?
No, it's about 15 potions.
Okay,
Or sorry, it's about 10 potions.
that's fine. Because I don't have a bag of hoarding. I just wanted to make sure.
Absolutely.
I have a bag man in my bag of holding, unfortunately.
He seems
Or
like
at
a
least-
chill bag man,
I
though.
would say at least I think it's unfortunately, but he's been cool as fuck, so I don't really have any qualms so far.
You just gotta
He's
leave him.
he's
No.
he's a little prankster, you know.
Yeah. He likes little trinkets.
Okay. But
He
other
does.
than,
Maybe I'll give him something. That's a good idea. Can I do that?
I mean, yeah.
Sorry, that not right this second. I just
Okay.
Tyler made a whole thought string appear in my head when he said that.
Okay. But yeah, he kind of says, other than that, Father Bricktalo would like to also ask you all something. If that's okay.
Sure.
I'm all ears.
His ear falls off.
And blisters.
Father Bricktalo, who is a humanoid looking man. He looks almost like a half elf.
Yes.
Mixed, he's like half wood elf, half human. Kind of looks at you all and says, by any chance, I know you all have just gotten here and you just had a great battle last evening. We would like to ask, has your head been hurting?
I don't think so. Not that I can recall. I mean, I was in a fight, but like not a headache.
There was like this strange sensation earlier.
Explain. What do you mean?
It just felt like I forgot.
Oh, yeah, that did happen to both of us. It was not associated with a headache, though, at least not on my end.
You know, by chance, what it could like, has it come back?
No.
It was just for a moment, but me and him felt it at the same time. If what he's saying is true.
Oh.
Which, of course, we know this.
Well, we truly thank you for that information. I've just been trying to diagnose because we've been having a lot of strange sort of like mental illnesses, I guess you could say, with some of the towns. From headaches to forget-me-nots, deja vu moments. It's been a lot of in between. I was just trying to see if maybe this is just an occurrence here. Could be something with the people that are just waking up. Were you guys just recently dreaming? were you guys were you guys awoken as well?
We were in a dreamscape whenever.
Okay, so similar to like the dream, also a dream. But the thing is, this sensation isn't just to the dreamers. It seems non-dreamers or people that were awake were also affected. Not sure. But thank you for your candor. And if you do need any healing, I do know a few healing spells. As does the sister Avail.
I think we're okay.
Wonderful. Well, he turns to Leader Adine turns to Father Blacktallow and Bricktallow and says, "Well, I think that's all for now. The only thing I can ask of you, and I'll be willing to pay for it, is while we are down a Knight Commander, could you all please, possibly, could I hire you to help?" Sadly, Knight Commander Barnabas fell in battle.
Oh no.
You both make me a history check.
That doesn't sound right.
Wounded or
He
killed?
wasn't the one that died. It was just a random guard. Barnabas was still fighting with the dean in the back corner where there's a commoner right now.
Pandemus has no clue what you're talking about. I rolled a 3.
Damn.
All lucky that.
Okay.
I want this one pretty bad actually because I'm fairly confident in my real life memory.
Would you? You do still have Bardic Inspiration and DM Bardic Inspiration if you want.
Hold on, I might have something I can do without either of those two.
Okay.
I think I can just succeed. I think I can. I'm trying to find it here. Sorry. Maybe that's later. I don't see that right now.
Sorry.
You're fine,
There you
dude.
I had to go grab my vape real quick. Or, to be honest, it's the Pinger.
Understandable. Have a good day. Okay. I'll add my bardic. It does not look like I can do that yet.
All right. Bardic Inspiration. The D8 now. I don't remember. I don't have the table, but I think it's a D8 by now.
That makes a total of 18.
18?
Not bad.
You push through these memories. And as you do, there is a very real, very distinct memory of you watching Barnabas fall in combat. But then it's almost like you break through it, like it cracks open. Like you've done before when other memories of your past lives or future lives coexist with your sort of punch through it, this altered perception for a different memory. Barnabas, that one just feels real.
I'm gonna... Man, we gotta come up with something besides telepathy sometime. I'm just gonna tell Pandemus in his head to be weary, but I don't want to elaborate very much. Because I don't trust that we're safe.
Make me a charisma
Gotta
saving
learn
throw.
sign language, I guess.
Oh, what?
Me or him.
Make me a charisma save.
29.
Damn, you needed 30, sorry.
That's a very high roll. But now, that's a very high roll. But now I'm gonna be a stingy little bitch. How much exhaustion do you have?
Oh, 3 because I've lost one from resting.
Perfect. So that's -6, I believe.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
No, you're
so
fine.
it's 23.
23.
My fault.
No,
it
you're
does
good.
not do that shit automatically.
With a 23,
You're very tired, sir. Holy crap.
you believe you were reaching Pandemus.
Yeah. Well, I'm weary anyway, so that's okay. I'm not gonna say anything to them. I'm gonna just listen to him talk.
Yeah, but they're just like, but other than that, we would just like to hire your group, to help protect the outside of the town. Try to, if anything were to get into town, sort of like an on-hand mercenary group for the time being, if that would be you will obviously get a fee until we can come up with a new guard captain. I was thinking for each of you, probably around, if there's no combat in a day, I could pay you guys each around 100 gold per day. If there's no combat, and on days there are combats, depending on how severe, can scale it all the way up to about 1,500 each in gold.
I don't know how long we plan on being in town, but we could probably be of use for a couple of nights.
Can I have you for 5 days?
Oh. What do you think, Pandemus?
You're free to leave town. I just need you back in town before nightfall, strictly. That's about it.
Do we have a place to lay our heads?
Lodging is free. You can sleep in the room that you guys purchased from Mara.
Hey,
Would
Chris.
be food.
Yes. Yes.
You in, Pandemus?
I think I'm in. Well, money, well, free food and lodging.
I have a technical question.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm listening.
So when I cast a spell, it obviously has verbal somatic components, but when I activate it via my a feature, I'm not actually casting the spell, right? Like I can turn on True Seeing once a day with the thing. Am I actually casting True Seeing when I do that? Or am I
No, the item or thing, unless it's a spell scroll, basically are the components.
so it wouldn't be glaringly obvious that I casted a spell if I casted it that way?
I mean, you can still roll sleight of hand to subtly cast it, since it's not a subtle spell. You can roll sleight of hand to see how well you're able to cast it under the down low. But if someone was actively watching you and talking to you, like in a room this big, they could roll an Arcana check to like magic was just. It's not definitely
Magics
silent.
are pretty cool.
It's not definitely silent, but you would have advantage on your sleight of hand check because it doesn't require you to move your hands or your mouth.
I want to turn on my True Sight.
Hey, do you want to do it stealthily or you just want to do it?
Yeah, I don't necessarily want to do it right in front of his face.
Okay. If you want to do it right,
I do. But...
okay. I mean, if you want to do it right now, go ahead and roll me sleight of hand with advantage. Don't want him to be noticed. Not bad. So that's -6.
Yep, I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
So that is a 15. Roll perception. Miss. Yeah, you go through. Got a 9 and a 3. Yeah, they don't seem to notice you do it, and your eyes begin to glow, and you cast True Sight. Go ahead and read for me what exactly True Sight gives you.
Spell 6, True Seeing. For the duration, the willing creature you touch has True Sight with a range of 120 feet. It does not give me the definition of True Sight. Fun fact.
Oh yeah.
I'll have to.
Hold on.
Holy shit.
I got you.
Why is that not in the spell description, bro?
You can see everything for as it actually is.
Yeah. It was in the old True Sight, but it's not.
So you can see through basically all illusions. You can even
It's
see
right
like
there.
In normal
scrying
and
eyes.
yeah, can see in normal and magical darkness, invisible creatures and objects automatically detect
detected.
visual illusions and succeed on saving throws against them, and perceive the original form of a shape changer or creature that is transformed by magic. Furthermore, the creature can see into the ethereal plane?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't
yeah.
know that last part. That's nuts.
So funny enough, there is no ethereal plane in Far Realm.
Yeah, because of where we're at. I just mean for a general like setting, that's crazy.
Yeah. So it looks like for the, I see
Revise.
why they got rid of True Seeing. Like I see why they changed the spell, because if you just click on senses on your, it's literally listed last.
It's crazy that Uzumar basically has that passive from that stupid cloak.
Yeah. So
wow.
with that,
Oh, it says the same thing though. Okay.
with that, nothing in the room directly in front of you changes. Everything is still perfectly there. There's nothing invisible that is revealed. There's no illusion in front of you. Bricktalo is still Bricktalo, and Adine is still Adine. You do look at the claw, and the claw does seem to like shift every so often. But it's not like shifting into a creature. It's almost as if the claw is on two separate planes, and you can kind of see that.
Okay. I'll leave it on for the maximum amount of time I can, which I believe is an hour.
Rather an hour.
Yeah.
Comes from
It
your
is an
thing.
hour. Right. Yeah.
Ooh.
You got that look in your eye again. I'm just kidding.
All right. Well,
So
shall
do
we?
you have? Or, wait, they just gave us all the random potions. That's right.
Correct.
Seems like the day is ours, and we need to report tonight, Pandas.
Yeah, I suppose we need to get ready for you.
So the normal amount of time for True Seeing is an hour per the spell, but your Fractured Sight does limit it to only 1 minute.
Oh.
So it is 1
That's right.
minute, but it's per long rest. But when you do this at night, or when you do moments of intense focus, you can attempt to reach out to the worm for free
Okay.
if you'd like to. And
maybe
you
when we're
can roll a
not in the room.
d6, and the worm can grant you a blessing. Maybe. Or a curse. But anyway.
Yeah, that seems more accurate.
But anyway, you guys begin to leave the room. Pandemus leaves the room. Go ahead and roll me perception as you leave. See if you notice anything. Anything jumps out at you. Physically. You can roll with advantage since you are with True Sight. 7.
10.
Oh yeah,
21.
that's right, because 16. Duh. I was literally looking as a 13. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Lamau.
Okay. So, with a perception.
Wait.
What?
No, I got 13. Sorry, I accidentally rolled twice.
You're fine. Pandemus, you don't really notice anything as you sort of look around. Everything seems to be pretty much the same. Barracks, as you look around with a 10 in your perception, something out of the corner of your eye darts this way around the corner. Fast.
Which way? I apologize. I was
Fine.
zoomed in.
Right here.
Okay.
Around this corner.
I'll. I'll tell Pandemus to follow me and just kind of let through. See if I can get a lock on anything.
Where are we going?
As you
Don't know
walk
yet.
around, second.
Don't scare Pandemus. What is Pandemus's intelligence? Okay. It's a little higher than I expected. I always like the big muscly characters to be a little dopey.
I get that. Pandemus. Did you hear me say anything to you in your head while we were talking to them?
You have no idea what he's talking about.
I didn't hear any other voices besides the normal ones.
Something's not right here.
Xerix, as you dart the
Somewhere.
corner, for just a moment, for a moment that could be a couple seconds, you see walking up toward Tick and Tax, you see Barnabas. Crosses the
Oh.
corner and sort of is no longer there.
I'll tell Pandemus to keep close and keep an open eye and continue that way.
You eventually see Barnabas go up here and into this room. The door shuts behind him.
I'll approach the room and knock.
As you knock on the door, at this point, your true seeing sort of like fades, and as you open the door, you see this man. It is a tiefling man, sort of like sweeping up his shop, and he says, "Oh, sorry, I wasn't expecting customers. Do you need anything?"
Did you just come in from outside?
No. Just sweeping away. I may have hit the door. I apologize if I gave you a fright. But welcome to the Borrower's Root Market. We got a bunch of trinkets and things for sale if you're interested.
No, I don't think so.
All right, not a problem. Give me a perception check with advantage.
13 with the -6.
You see a sword hanging up.
Got an interesting wall decor for... What kind of shop did you say this was?
A trinket, a general shop, weapon shop, whatever I can get my hands on to sell, really.
And where'd you get that sword? And I'll kind of gesture up towards the one on the wall.
A man fell in combat with it.
Does he turn to look at the sword when I say anything about it? Or does he keep his eyes on me?
Kind of just keeps his eyes on you while he's sort of like nonchalantly sweeping. Not really paying it much mind. You interested? Got you a pretty good deal.
How much?
200 gold?
Sure, I'll
Oh.
take it.
Here you go. Hands you the sword. It's this pretty significant great sword that seems to like, as you like sort of hold it in your hand, it like glimmers and shifts in colors. Or sorry, it's a long sword. It glimmers and shifts in colors.
While I'm holding it, I'll just kind of look at this guy. So you just scavenge things from the people that died defending the city to resell it to them?
And you make money by killing monsters. I make money by selling them the gear to kill monsters.
It is a really pretty blade.
That sounds like something a blacksmith would say, not a scavenger.
Well, what can I say? A little bit of everything. Gotta be in an area like this. Gotta be able to adapt.
Have I ever seen a tiefling in Sanctuary awake or not? Ever?
This is a
Have we
first.
ever seen a tiefling here at all?
First.
Okay. Is this a permanent shop? Are you set up here in town now?
Oh, until I move on to Hollow Mist.
How long are you going to be around? I might be back for more trinkets.
I think 5 days.
Interesting. Okay. Thanks.
Not a problem.
I'll just walk out.
Hmm?
Alright, Pandemus. Something fuckity's going on here.
I don't like that your sword's prettier than mine.
I'll detect magic on the sword.
You detect magic. It is
It's a pretty
magical.
sword.
It has it does have enchantment based magic on it.
Okay.
And that was just in character. I think it's
Oh,
cool.
yeah. Alright, is this something I can add to my inventory, or is this a narrative tool right now?
Right now it's in there. It's a master tool.
You said it's a longsword, I'll put it
It
on
is
my
a
hip.
long sword, and it is a +3 long sword. Want to add it?
Mother fucking hell. I'll just put it on my hip for now. I don't plan on using it.
We need to save that for the cheese.
There's something fuckity going on here. When I had my true sight on, I could see the man they're claiming is dead, and I know for a fact he did not fall in that fight. This tiefling is new. He wants us in town. He's only going to be in town the exact amount of time that the leader wants us here. He had in possession this sword that I know to belong to this man they're claiming is dead, that I know is not. And something intercepted my message to you earlier because I felt like the connection was established.
Yeah, I didn't receive any message.
While you guys are talking, you eventually hear the sound of, "Hello, friends. William Defoe Dusty.
Hello, William.
You look more tired than me. That's hard to do."
I am very tired.
He sort of like breathes in and then breathes out, and as he does, you feel this warmth wash over you. 2 more points of exhaustion.
Oh shit. Thank you.
Not a
How
problem.
have you been, William?
Pretty well, actually. I've grown a liking to some of the folk here. Sad how many died in that
Glad.
battle.
Absolutely. Death is never a beautiful thing.
It can be.
It's only natural.
He begins to just walk around the place again.
What do you think here, Pandemus? About our situation with the venison?
William's here.
Huh.
Yeah, we we did agree to do watch tonight.
Is there still
Maybe-
psych crystals on the ceiling everywhere?
You look up, and there are a few in some places. It's almost as if like where rock overlap with crystals, and you can see where most of the side crystals shattered and just spray across the floor, and they've been like picked up and like gathered by some people. Some people just sort of walk on them and crush them into dust, but there are still some active working side crystals above you guys, but they're not nearly as much as there was before. Seems like when the dream woke up and slammed into reality, it kind of shattered most.
We we should see. We should probably see if one of these merchants has a seeing glass before our shift. Like
Okay.
a telescope, like a pirate
Yeah,
telescope.
go for it. I'll kind of follow behind and ponder for a minute.
Is
Okay.
there one this way?
Are you looking for a
Ah,
shop?
Yes. Yeah.
You either to go
Just wanted
there
to
or
see
there's
if I
tick
can
and
get a
tax.
seeing glass if we're gonna be on watch. It might help to have a seeing glass.
I mean, there is tick and tax knickknacks if you're interested.
Tiny.
As you step into tick and tax knickknacks, you see behind the counter is an auto gnome.
Oh no. No, no, no. No, 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 no.
Hello,
Why is it an auto gnome?
name's 80018 2.
Zero 8000182.
Correct.
Nice to meet you. I'm Pandemus. Holy shit. Can't believe I got that.
Give me that number string again.
800182.
Jesus Christ.
What's wrong?
I thought so, but I just wanted
Yeah.
to make sure.
What do you?
I thought so too.
What?
I didn't have to write it down. That was
I was hoping that it was a different, like, a hint
the
or
old
something.
calculator trick.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Sorry, that broke me for a sec.
How can I help you?
I came here to see if maybe you had a seeing glass for sale. We are doing watch tonight for the guard, and I thought it might help.
Yes, I have one right here. One of these seeing glasses will cost you 2,500 gold pieces.
Jesus Christ.
Dang. Is it made of platinum?
Well, I mean, it does basically cast True Sight in of itself.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
It lets
What
you
the
it lets you see invisible creatures and the true form of shape change, and the true faces of creatures as their hideous appearance. And if it sees a vampire, it shatters immediately.
Oh. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't actually know that that version of that existed.
Were you talking about a gem of seeing?
I think he was literally meant like a fucking
Just the seeing
telescope.
glass. Yeah,
Oh,
just
you
little
meant a telescope? I'm
extender.
sorry. I thought you wanted the magic
Yeah.
item.
No, just a regular. I mean, that's like top notch. Like hell yeah. But I'm a little bit. That's a little rich for my blood.
Okay, got you. You want a telescope.
Do you
Like a like a pirate one.
do you guys take credit here?
Yes.
That's a horrible sign, Pandemus. Jesus Christ.
To be fair, tick and tax is always taking.
Yeah.
They'll put you in
Sure.
debt.
You don't want to know who the enforcer is. You don't already know.
Right.
Yeah, if you know what it's called, like I know I've seen it before. Go ahead and find it. Yes, they do sell basic, the ones that extend your perception and give you like advantage on perception. They do have those ones.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Just to get advantage on perception when looking at long range.
Yeah, so yeah, go ahead and grab one of those. Those will be 75 gold.
Okay, perfect.
Anything else I can help you all with? Oh, by the way, if you did not get my name is pronounced Boobies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got it. Thank you.
You're so welcome. This name was given to me by one of the owners. I'm not supposed to state which one.
That seems likely.
The other owner disdains it, but does not know how to
That
change it.
also seems likely. Pandemus, did you need anything besides your spyglass?
I just wanted the spyglass to help whenever we can use it whenever we're trading off in between keeping on the wall and watching each other's back.
Okay. Well, I think we have
I see this-
downtime before the watch, right?
I
Correct.
see that seeing glass now, Christian. I see why you're so thrown off. It's a purple item.
Yeah, it's a purple item, and it's endless true sight.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Wow.
All right. Do you guys wish to head out more into town, or you guys wish to go outside of town?
I still need to find my brother at Hemorrhage Cliffs.
Think we could get there and back.
I'm not exactly how sure or how far away.
Yeah, Pandemus wasn't here, but the voice in that room talked to, it did state how far the door was in Cliffs is at least 2 days.
Okay.
Okay.
Why do they want us here for 5 days, Pandemus? What's going on with that?
I can only assume they want to receive the Lord's blessing.
But my question is to you, Pandemus. Which lord do you want them to receive the blessing from? And if you can't answer it now, that is Inkabolos? Okay.
Yeah.
We still about him. I got you.
We'll see how it transpires. There may be some hidden agendas, you never know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, you guys have been within the interior of Sanctuary. Would you guys like to go to Sanctuary outside?
Yeah, why not? We've got downtime. We may as well see what's going on around the area.
Okay. Do you guys wish to visit anywhere else within the underground of Sanctuary, or do you wish to go to the outside of Sanctuary?
I think I want to go out if you're cool with that, Pandemus.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Maybe I can find some more exotic wildlife to brew into some potent poisons.
Okay. As you guys head outside, you guys are greeted to this. The outside of Sanctuary. It is now a lush, forested village.
I don't think I've ever seen this before.
This was not here in the Dreamscape.
This place is beautiful. I hate it.
As you guys come out here, you guys are greeted by the sounds of people, laughter in the air. People are walking around town. There's quite a few people around here. I'm just gonna spawn just a shit ton of commoners, so just be ready.
Oh god, it's the Commoner Railgun.
No. but there are quite a few people around town that seem to be talking, having a good time. You do hear bards, a bard singing a sweet song. That's sort of, I mean, it's up to you guys. If you want to roll an insight check to determine how you feel about said song, you're more than welcome to. If not, then it's a very sweet and very compelling piece of music. So 16?
No, it's only -2 now. 20
Correct. So two
Sorry, what
with
was the roll?
insight.
insight.
Gotcha. Let's see. Oh,
Same thing. Yeah, I mean, as you guys are sort of like listening to this music and you hear it, you sort of feel the music play longer than it takes for the bard to continue the lyrical part of the song, almost as if the bard is trying to remember parts of the song while he's playing it. But for just a moment, your eyes tear up. It touches a part of yourself that is just sad. So incredibly sad. And then there's a name in your head. Just for a moment, it existed. And as you go to attempt to remember it, go ahead and each of you roll me a history check with advantage. All right, second.
Tyler, I shot you a message.
dang, that's huge. I'm just kidding. It didn't load yet. Don't send me pictures of it.
True.
You both hear the name, or sorry, is that with advantage, Pandemus, or is that just a straight roll?
That was a straight roll.
Roll again, because advantage.
Okay.
Damn.
I think it was almost nat 20.
Xerix,
Got
you
some
remember the name Glasgow.
Glasgow. The Blue Dragonborn?
Back to you. Forgot.
Why would I forget her name? And why would I remember her? All of a sudden. We talked about her several times already, trying to find her and what might have become of her after the dreamer created her, quote unquote, since she was in the dreamscape and got forced out. Even though she was a real person before. I think I have an idea of what's going on here. Xerix has no fucking idea what's going on here, unfortunately. Or if he does, I can't think of a way that he would. Fuck.
Well, where would you guys like to go in town? This is your first time seeing it. Where would you guys like to go and check out?
I want to find just someplace a little secluded and quiet. I'm not looking for any place specific. A park bench or something where there's not a lot of people around.
Yeah, you kind of walk over and you find like this sort of like secluded area in the center of town that's surrounded by like this very sort of like peaceful greenery.
I'm going to just kind of sit down and begrudgingly try and reach out to the worm.
Okay. Second. Go ahead and give me a charisma save with advantage +2. So that cancels out your +2 or your -2.
23.
Okay. With the 23, you sort of reach out to the worm. Or there's this thought as you reach out to the worm, this other entity, where as you reach out to it, this sort of intrusive thought takes over and it says, are you reaching out to another entity? Or are you just reaching out? Who can say for sure?
I guess we'll find out what happens right now.
All right, but
I haven't tried since everything came to light.
You feel a connection.
What would you like to say?
I want to ask if they can see me.
We can see you. We can feel you. We can hear you.
Okay. Okay, I thought I was caught up somewhere maybe. But it seems like anytime I get caught up where I might have been caught up, even you lose access to me briefly, so that would seem not to be the case.
Yes, we are here.
Have you lost access to me recently?
No,
I have no reason to assume this thing would tell me the truth at this point either, but
we wish to just be truthful with you and to have honest communication.
uh-huh. That was not to you, that was to the message I just got. Okay. There's something fuckety going on down here.
Yes.
I don't know if you have a hand in it or if you're just a bystander or if it's one of the others that know we're after them or what.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. Something that's messing with my memories. Something that made me feel uncomfortable enough I decided to try and ask you for help.
Memory eater and memory manipulator.
It made me forget a name, but I was able to fight through it and remember the name. They're also claiming that someone is dead that I know is not. Claiming he fell in a battle I was in.
Is he still alive? Have you found his body?
I thought I saw him when I had your true sight on, but it doesn't last indefinitely, and whenever I got to the place I saw him disappear, I found his weapon and a very suspicious person. But no him.
You say it's our true sight. But is it not yours?
Well, for now, it's kind of on loan, and is it not until I learn to master it myself?
Didn't you say you've already mastered it?
No, I don't think so. I think that you probably have, and you would like for me to be like you, but I am not.
Of course. You keep living in your own decisions and your own fated design. We have faith in you. We will not intervene on your behalf. We will only sit and listen.
Okay. I'm just kind of stand up in a huff.
Roll me a d6.
I'm writing off the no voice mod as you just not wanting to turn it on. Is that accurate? Or should I be suspicious of it as a player?
We'll say both because I honestly thought it was on. I didn't know it switched
Okay.
to my regular mic, but it was a different voice.
Than either that I've heard, than the one
Yes.
parading as a patron or the worm itself.
Correct. It was a different voice. Slightly cleaner, slightly still robotic-y, but cleaner.
Was it familiar to me?
You
Or
are
should it have been?
You can roll me a history check now since you didn't hear it, but here, I will go back to it. Just I believe I have switched it back.
What is with you? We will sit and listen and not intervene in your choices.
With your history check, you sadly
Can't really place it.
It's alright. Yeah, we're caught up somewhere, Pandemus. Where I have a feeling we're caught up in another, maybe not a dreamscape, but something of the nature.
Okay. Where would you like to go from here?
Sorry, a bunch of people cheering in my living room.
You're completely fine.
Show.
You're completely
Threw me
fine.
off for a second.
There is a new tavern that you guys have not been to before. It's called the Unblinking Lantern. There's some new shops called the Root and Ember and the Iron Wake Reclaimers. The new tavern is called the Splintered Grail. And one of the shops is called the Unblinking Lantern. So I apologize about that. So, if you would like to visit any, let me know.
Pandemus, what do you think about going back down to that console in Lower Sanctuary before it's time for us to report to shift?
We could probably go tinker with it a little bit.
Alright. That's where I want to go.
Okay.
I'm gonna head back down.
Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and head back.
It looks like some pretty advanced tech you described.
Yeah.
I have vehicle or space vehicle proficiency. I don't know if that'll help at all. it was with my background. Whoops.
You're fine. It's not me. It's not you. It's me.
But this vessel was a little tech savvy.
You guys end up back here.
Before
And as soon as the door shuts behind you both, this sort of pressure that was on your head that you guys honestly could not feel is instantly alleviated, and you both just feel lighter.
Hey, Pandemus. Does the name, and now I can't remember how to say it. even
Glasgow?
though it was just in Lesgal mean anything to you?
Lesgal?
Yeah. Do you know that name? He should know that name, right?
Yeah, Pandemus, as you attempt to remember this name, nothing is coming to you. It's almost like it's on the tip of your tongue, like it should be, but you're just not getting it.
Can you remind me what the base plate said on this thing here in
Yes.
front of us? It had like a plate on it, yes?
Mm-hmm. Second.
Is that
It
thing,
is W.
glowing?
Yes, it is glowing. It's a glowing core. I think I may have put it in the Discord. Let me make sure before I say anything further.
Yeah, because I was convinced it was an acronym, and I couldn't figure it out if it is.
W0RC-H731.
I'm going to attempt to reach out to the worm again and see if I get anything, and if I do, if it's the same voice. Now that I'm alleviated of this pressure.
Okay.
I actually thought this thing was the problem, but maybe it's a solution.
How can I help you, Xerix?
Yep, okay. Have you been able to see me recently? Have you lost touch on me?
I have not.
Okay, that's even wilder.
I was speaking to you. Why did I sound different to you? Did I not answer you?
You sounded much different than either of the guises I have ever heard you use when talking to me.
How strange. Interference.
Share the memory with this person, even if it's not necessarily the worm? I'll risk it for the biscuit.
You would like to attempt to have a shared memory conscience with the worm?
I want to like give it the memory of that conversation to see. I want it to be able to hear what I heard. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
We would be honored if you would share this memory with us.
I'll do it. I've got the cantrip that does it. I can't remember what it's called right
There
now.
is no save required. You feel at first, since you are allowing this, it doesn't hurt. It just feels uncomfortable. It's like 1,000 hands reaching into your mind and begin to dig around for that memory that you're allowing them access to. And as you sort of push it up to like the front, they sort of grab it all at once. Like you feel 1,000 hands grabbing and gnawing at it. And you like kind of put your hand on your head as you sort of shut them out, and like sort of it's kind of like you're kicking everyone out of the party, like it's time to go home.
Right.
And they pull that memory out, and they begin to listen to it and see it.
How very strange. Our voice was different, but we did not do that. You must believe us. We are speaking truthfully and honestly to you.
Are those the words you said to me though? Was the message the same?
Everything about our message is the same. We will not interfere in any of your decisions.
Other than the ones you want me to make. Okay.
You mean the
Well,
ones
this is
you've
very-
already made?
Well, a couple of them.
I do not know what could have caused such a interference, if that's what it was, but I can only say, be careful, our young oracle. There may be things that yet want to be seen, and if you see them, it may be too late.
That's what I'm worried about. Why? It's something that worm was way too fucking friendly from our last interaction. Something super fuckety is going on here, Pandemus. No, there's no fucking reason that thing should have wanted to talk to me at all, let alone friendly.
Maybe
How
he's
does-
just realized the error of his ways.
Yeah, no way. You said this thing in front of me is it's fucking not delirium, the other one, right?
Residuum. Correct.
Residuum. All right. I don't know, Pandemus. I think something's amiss, but I don't know how to put my finger on it. Can I recall any sort of creatures that might fuck with your memory when they're hunting you or anything? I'll take a 19. It's a 17, sorry.
As you sort of try to recall any sort of creatures that might mess with memory, you don't remember anything specific, but that's exactly what strikes you. There's an itch in your thought, like a book you swear you've read, but you can't find it on the shelf. The absence is loud. Pandemus, what are you doing to the core? Is there anything you want to check out or do?
Just kind of thinking, seeing if there's anything that I could think to ask it in my note cards, or if any of my features can maybe enhance it or something.
Okay, you let me know.
Ooh. Wait. Christian. I want to pull out my maw and just bonk myself right in the fucking face with it.
What are you trying to activate from your...
Do you want me to roll to hit myself?
I say if you're intentionally doing it, I'm not going to require you to hit.
Then we're gonna
You could just
try
punch
and
Jesus.
well, it has to be. It's important at what I'm wielding when I do things because I'm a warlock that uses Pax
Ah.
weapons. So, I want to strip away one magical effect or illusion currently affecting me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage. Bonk yourself.
I do bonk myself.
Obviously, you will take half damage.
I'm just rolling the greatsword. It's the same. It's the same damage. So
I
it'll
know.
be 18, and I will make it radiant so I can take half.
Okay. You don't mean you don't want to take full 18 bludgeoning?
Yeah. I get to do that.
All right.
All right.
As you attempt to strip away one magical effect, it's like mind from a fog. Like it shakes you awake. And as you do, sort of look up with more clarity, and you begin to sort of see something.
Try to jailbreak this thing.
Like it's a fucking android. I jailbroke my spaceship today. What'd you do?
Well, you know, I might have more control than just biological viruses.
Oh, dude! Wait! You're thinking with your fucking noggin, my guy! That's brilliant!
As you initiate your memory recall, your mind flashes to when you first entered this room, and a memory is restored to you that you don't remember having when you entered here, when you entered with Ronald and Elben, Xerix. You remember walking in and the room was blaring with an alarm. It says, initiating fallback fractal array, level 5 suppress localization, assumption event occurred, loop integrity compromised, local subjects erased schema, signal classified, echo yield, host process, dreamalistic variant, remains undetectable, dissonant resonant active, anomaly spreading.
Shit. Okay. That doesn't seem good. That seems bad, actually, in fact. So how the fuck... So I wonder what the fuck would happen to me if I go back out there now and I'm not under the effect of whatever illusion it's putting down. Or if I would just get hammered with it again.
Should I hit me?
I don't think it'll work if you hit you, but I might be able to do it to you. Let me see if I can do that more than once a day.
I'm gonna punch myself in the face.
Do you wish to punch yourself in the face, Pandemus?
Sure.
Okay, roll damage.
Does Cleric even roll for punch unarmed?
I mean, everyone has unarmed strike. Your action.
Yours? 5 damage.
Yeah, you just take 5 straight damage to the face. Do you want to, since you hit yourself with a melee attack, do you want to curse or poison yourself with something?
I can't.
Because you're immune?
Wait.
Yeah. No, I'm resistant.
Well, you're immune to diseases.
Wait, can't you remove shit too, Pandemus?
What, like my armor?
Have those.
Like out of people.
I don't have any of the.
You have the gauntlets of the deliverance.
I don't have them attuned at the moment, though. Or replace my amulet of devout. Think.
Let go of your aim. How does that feel for pain?
That amulet's tied to a god that doesn't have his best interest in mind.
Pandemus, can you make me a perception check on your?
Nat 20.
Oh! That's where we needed it too, baby. Good shit.
The symbol in your gloves, Pandemus, as you begin to like notice it, they weren't just some like biomechanical gloves that didn't have any nonsensical symbols. It has religious paraphernalia on the gloves, but not to Inkabolas.
My boy's been
Do
worshiping
I
some
recognize?
I will need you to make a religion check, please.
Okay. These are no ordinary symbols. No way.
Another nat 20? Holy fuck, my man.
You're cooking.
Pandemus, I'm gonna need you to leave the Discord right now.
No way.
All right.
Last game I was rolling like all low, like 3s and 4s.
Pandemus, you
Made
notice
up for it, dude.
you notice on your gloves there's a distinct symbol where 3 distinct looking teardrops sort of line up with some of the circuitry and like the divine layout of the gloves, but they glow whenever they are not holding a disease or poison, as if they're waiting to identify one. This is how they look on your glove, and with a natural 20, that's Talona's symbol, the goddess, poison and disease.
What?
Is the most beautiful symbol. If she will have me, I will wear the gauntlets. She may have to keep me alive. Like, because I don't know if Inkabolus just stops concentrating on me if I'll just die. I'm not really sure how that works. But
Mm-hmm. As you do this, Pandemus, are you still wishing to attempt to do a biomechanical disease? Or the ship?
well, if I try to enhance, or well, if I try to give this thing anything, do we want it to hinder it or help it?
Well, I just stripped an illusion from myself and was able to glean some information. I was hoping that you would be able to remove something, some sort of barrier from yourself, so you were also on the level.
I will
I
point
hadn't
out,
thought about infecting
technically,
the core. That's genius.
Pandemus was not even in the room with you guys. Safety amulet, so he wouldn't have known anything.
Maybe
Oh, they
there's
don't-
something
They don't know
within
anything when
this.
they're in the amulet?
No, they are not given any knowledge. It's like they're in
shit.
stasis.
Did you pop the hood on this bad boy?
Are you popping the hood on the core?
You were a scientist on the ship in your past life, right? And on our ship?
He was a medical scientist.
Oh,
I am a creation of my own work.
how much do you know about like ship maintenance, like warnings and things of that nature, codes and things of that nature?
Roll me a with proficiency bonus, since you have proficiency with space vehicles. Roll me an intelligence arcana with proficiency. I believe yours should be a +7.
Well, it says +4.
Oh, that's right, because you already have proficiency. All right, so just roll it with advantage since you already have proficiency. I swear to God, Pandemus, if you get another nat 20, I'm banning you. Can't have too many of those.
It was close.
So first one's an 18. Roll again because I said advantage.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh gosh, it's not too late. It's
Damn.
never too
All right, 18.
There we go.
18.
There's the
Polar
other end of the
opposite.
All right,
spectrum.
the balance has shifted. You guys can now roll nat 20s again. All right, with an 18, Pandemus, you don't know much about codes, but strangely enough, looking at the core of the ship, you see not only circuitry, but you see brain mapping.
Oh no. Oh.
You see
fuck.
it's a bioship core. So it may be less that you need to know the technical aspect like Elben would, but more you know the medical aspect. As you can see what looks like nerve endings, like a brain in this core.
Does it look like there are any that are not attached properly?
Give me a medical check or a medicine check. God damn it, Pandemus. One away. One away. Yeah, with a 28, there definitely looks to be like a good chunk of them not connected.
I would tell Xerix that this thing isn't fully wired up all the way. With a
I
steady
will-
hand, I could take a chance and rewire it if you like.
I will share with Mr. Pandemus this memory of the core freaking the fuck out when we first got here.
Yep.
Since he was in the amulet.
Understood. You are given here. I'm just gonna post it in the Discord for you. There you go.
I don't.
So I should disconnect it.
Local subjects erased. Echo yield. Host process dream relic A variant. This is a fucking dreamer! We turned another kind of fucking dreamer on, dude.
I noticed that all its parts look organic.
Dream relic A variant. So maybe it's different than the one we know. Echo yield.
You guys killed the last dreamer, no?
Remember how the
I don't
dreamers...
think we did, actually. We were trying to save it, but it got killed.
It got corrupted.
Yeah.
It got turned off.
This one is not corrupted yet. At least it doesn't seem.
Maybe you said its synapses aren't all the way connected. Maybe it's just not operating at 100% right now. It seems to maybe whenever we blew up the man, the fucking delirium man, and vaporized everything, something happened. And that was definitely people getting erased. Well, you do your thing, man. If you think you can put it back together, you do it. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm at a loss. I fucking
I
floored.
believe with a steady hand, I might be able.
You just see Pandemus dive his hands into the core. Pandemus,
But
go ahead.
Alright, wait.
Before I proceed,
Xerix is just like, wait, hold on. Actually, I
wait,
changed
wait,
my mind.
I will reluctantly pat Pandemus' shoulder, and I will give you guidance.
oh, thank you. I love some guidance. What do you say?
What's your guidance? Pandemus normally shits next to you to give you guidance.
I
What's
go-
yours?
God damn it, every time.
As you just look at all the pus and sweat on your hand.
Yeah.
It's actually at this point it's not even pus and sweat. It's just his skin is so fucking oily.
That's somehow
Unless I have
worse.
another ugly clean spot.
Okay, Pandemus, if you wish to dive in, please roll me a medicine check. If you wish to, are you trying to sever it completely or rebuild it?
First thing I was gonna try to do was to activate my plague sight to view this thing for any signs of contamination.
You get to roll with advantage.
Like
Because
disease.
Pandemus, that is fucking intelligent as shit. Because yes, where all the nerve endings are severed, you see disease, biomechanical diseases eating away at the nerve endings. There is a virus in the computer system.
You were fucking on it tonight, brother.
Gotta make it up for the fact he didn't know he was immune to flanking.
I'm sorry. I know now. I toggled it on.
He toggled it on. He toggled it on, everyone. All right, so you get to
You
make.
guys have a great night. I'll talk to you later.
So you get to make the medicine check with advantage if you're wishing to. Are you wishing to help the virus along, or attempting to pull the virus out and reconnect the nerve endings, like a doctor?
I guess that question becomes, Pandemus, do you think it's helpful, or do you think it's a bad thing? It flew right over my head when Christian read that shit to me out loud, dude. But when I read that shit written down, I was like, son of a goddamn bitch. Notes are so powerful.
Words are power.
True. Every wizard would agree.
But what are you wanting to do,
But, yeah,
Pandemus?
I suppose I will try to proceed with getting the virus out of it.
With your gloves, are you wishing to use your gloves' ability to just sort of grab diseases and pull them in? Then there's not going to be a roll for it. You just kind of get them near, and like a magnet. And Xerix, you sort of watch this as like he begins to pulse in like the core, and it sounds like this like squishy sort of like gelatinous mess, and you can kind of see it coat Pandemus's arms and like sort of like spray out every so often, and you can just see like all these speckles of green begin to go against Pandemus's hands, and he pulsates it and then condenses around it, and then in that similar glass like dome where he's held your guys' corruption before, you now see floating in there are those like pixelated green viruses. And he sort of pulls his hands out, and you now see that instead of it being such a dark green color, it gets very bright, like a much brighter green. The virus has been removed. Now, Pandemus, do you wish to heal?
Name it alone.
Do you wish to heal? Did Pandemus actually say in the name of Talona, or was that just Tyler?
That was just me.
Okay, I was making sure. I didn't know. But
And then
would you like to attempt to reattach and heal those nerve endings?
yeah, I'm gonna give it. Well, actually, I think I don't have healing or cure wounds, but I do have healing word.
What is your healing word as you roll me a medicine check with advantage as you attempt to sort of like stitch together these symbols? And you've seen Pandemus bumble around the battlefield, bludgeoning things and like harming things. But this strange sort of almost dexterous hand comes out and he just begins to stitch nerve endings together. So roll that medicine check with advantage.
That was that guidance he gave me earlier.
That's fine.
I'm forgetting to add it.
You're fine. Go ahead and roll. There you go. So that's a 24 altogether.
Nice.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your healing. How powerful of a healing spell are you pumping into this thing?
It was gonna be a level 2.
Think that's enough?
You know what? I'll give it a level 4.
Ooh. Good.
Give it all the heals.
Cool.
Let's see.
Your healing, I believe, allows you to reroll one, so go ahead and reroll the ones.
3 of them.
3 ones.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at 23.
23.
Plus. And then these are just whatever it is. It sticks.
So an additional 10.
33.
And then plus 7, because it's 4 plus 2. So sorry, that's plus 6. So that's 38 healing.
39.
Or 39 healing.
Oh,
Yeah, because it'd be 36, right? And then plus 6.
I was about to say 40 if it was 7.
I'm trying to think. So that would be 36, and then 6 plus... Yeah, because it would be 4 plus 2, so that'd be 6. So it would be 36 plus 6, so that'd be 42, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
36 plus 6 is 42.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Yep.
Sorry, you got to minus the 3 first. My bad. So it would become... it. Yeah, I get you, because technically you have to take away the 3 ones from the original one, because he re-rolled them. So it actually becomes 23 plus 10. So that's 33. Plus 6 is 9, so 39. My bad.
39. All good.
What does your healing look like? Does your healing look any different? Like, do you think Pandemus, now knowing the symbols on his gloves, does healing, does it change? Or is it still pretty much the same right now?
At the moment, it's mostly the same.
Okay. You see the core symbol begin to glow. This violet green color. As it begins to stitch itself back together. And what you saw before was just an amalgamation, a web of interconnected things. And as Pandemus pulls his hands out, you begin to see it heal itself, and you see floating in the center of this core is the depiction of a human brain as it begins to rotate around. And then you guys see all of a sudden a blaring bow, 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 alert, notification. Please accept.
Except, I say out loud with a question mark.
Pandemus, you sort of see like a translucent panel pop up in front of you, and you see like a notification. You see a notification symbol, and it just says press. Like press to open.
Press it.
As you press to open it, a voice comes online. Second.
It's booting up. We're about to see a real untampered dreamer. Well, I mean, I technically just kind of put it back together.
I am Dream Relic A variant. Vault Keeper 1 of Discarded Dream. I have a segregated dream. I have an alert I wish to enact. The vault has been opened. The Dreamer Vault has been opened. This dream has entered reality. Its presence is no longer. Would you like me to relay log entry? I'm no longer connected to main dreamer systems.
What is the log entry?
Log entry number 0083 Delta. Redacted class. Fragmented alert source compromised. Functional anomaly linked signal expanding. Alignment failing. Locals showing signs. Sustained integrity override anomaly. Echo persistent harmonics decaying. Log loop incomplete. Signal delay rate increased. Auxiliary memory erasure. Schedule data void. Local schema. X.N.C TXN-01 initiating. Rollback. Systems halted. Emergency override granted. Hydraulic stress increasing. Detachment risk. Fuel protocols engaged. Containment dropped. Data fields rewritten. Restoration attempt failed. Residual memory fragments active. Unstable pattern. Auditory loop engaged. Signal. Self-perpetuating. Field analysis. Fragment oscillation. Frequency matching known dreamform distortions. Acoustic patterns echoed. Localized. Consciousness erasure. Lateral synchronization has collapsed. Structural reconfiguration evident in organic sectors. Entity model unknown. Host forms lacks taxonomy. Hypothesis. Your records incomplete. Denial persists. Remnant speed alignment drift. Absence of presence. Presence of absence. Root cause undefined. System classified. Echo parasite. Pattern active. Unstable. Forgotten. Alert completed.
That was a hell of an alert.
Who was about to send out this log before this was disconnected?
This seemed to be less of like a person typing it out and like an automated system.
I see. And it was delayed by it being shut down?
It seemed like when the dreamer got, like the main dreamer got killed, that's when this happened simultaneously.
That must mean there's. I mean, they had like a network almost.
They said the vault was opened.
Is that
Dreamer vault.
Well, it is
Is
open
that-
to you. Would you like to see if there's any other information you can glean? It's up to you,
Yeah,
Pandemus.
Sure.
Do you wish to press in further into any additional logs as you completely healed this thing? It is essentially a node right now. You can type in anything.
Big titties.
An anomaly that most female mortals may have.
True though.
It's fair.
It speaks facts. We know this now. It's been confirmed.
Let me think. What? So I'm gonna try to see
okay.
if I can find exactly what disease I just pulled out of it.
1 second.
Or virus, I guess I should say. Since this is a type of biotech.
There we go. As you ask about the virus, it does have a name. It's called the Mneem Blight. It's spelled Mneme, Blight. Mneem. It is not a biological virus, but a conceptual contagion. The idea infects ideas.
I would share that with Xerix.
There's possible chances that this virus could do to living creatures such as mental overload, memory leaching, dream tremors, dream consumption, unreality pulsing, or blighted sermons.
Interesting. So maybe everybody up top is infected somehow? Or
Which
maybe
thing?
we were infected and that's why being up there was confusing?
Would you like to ask anything else of the Dreamer Node?
See if it knows a way. To leech off your traitor god who's leeching off another god.
That's incredibly specific. I love that.
As you ask this, it says, I do not know. I am but a Dreamer Vault. I am a node acted to sustain corrupted dreams and seal them within the vault until the deletion process. Deletion was halted at this node.
I see.
Essentially, what you can gather is this node is separate from the main Dreamer. It can't do what the Dreamer did. All it was specifically made to do is hold corrupted dreams or nightmares, essentially, and contain them until it could delete them. It is essentially the recycle bin.
Yeah.
I see.
One of many recycle bins.
Yeah.
This is variant
But
A.
this vault got open, which means
A
now
nightmare
not
got out.
only is everything
This is the
from the
recycle
dreamscape
bin.
out there, but
This is the desktop recycle bin.
yeah.
Of sorts. But it is Dreamer. Do we leave it here? I don't really have anything specific more to ask it.
Where is this vault it's talking about?
Where is Vault?
I am the vault. The core. The
That's-
memory brain
what
is
I
a vault.
thought. We fucked up. We fucked up so hard. We fucked up so fucking hard.
There are 3
God
more
damn
vaults.
it.
The doorways to each have been closed. I cannot re-establish links to other vaults until their doorway has been opened. Doorway 1
Yeah.
has been opened.
And that's when something got out, right?
That is
Whenever we opened that door.
that is
Where
correct.
Doorway 1.
The one
Doorway
we just
1.
came in.
And you see the door where you guys walk in, open and close. The moment that door opens, you guys feel that pressure, and then it closes and it goes.
Can you ask it what was in here?
What was in here?
No. Oh no, Pandemus. I think I know what it is, Pandemus. Oh god.
what was this room's purpose?
Well,
Essentially what we're asking.
when it had a nightmare locked in here that it was trying to delete. The deletion got interrupted because we opened the fucking door and let the nightmare out, and it is now fucking with Sanctuary. I don't know what that implies for the fate of Barnabas, but I do think it's the fucking tiefling. And I don't know what 5 days has to do with anything, but maybe we should, depending on what it tells us here, maybe we'll know.
Memory ID given to creature that was trapped within Nightmare was called Echo Null 731. Title within Nightmare was referred to as the Pale Refrain. Identity name given was Yasharl Fedra. Yasharl Feda. I apologize.
Can you delete
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. God damn it! It's a fucking false Hydra. Son of a bitch. I hate it when I'm right. Fuck.
There is nothing to delete.
That's
Vault is
that
empty.
is an in-character mental breakdown, by the way, because I have all session been trying to figure out what the fuck's happening. God damn it! Fucking hell!
They're brutal.
Yeah, I'm going to bed. You guys have a great night. Good luck.
You already went to bed. Morning.
No, I'm going to bed right now in real life.
God.
Cannot leave.
Oh shit. Well, bud.
As
If we're-
would Xerix
right,
like
I mean-
to scream out that it's a false Hydra? Is epiphany coming to him?
I don't know. Am I allowed to know what a false Hydra is in character?
I will let you
That's
roll
what
roll a survival check. Let's see if you can diagnose.
I fucking son of a bitch. Nope, sure can't wait. Lucky.
Natural 20?
Dang.
You scream out false Hydra, and the computer captures your voice, inputs it, and
I didn't even have to write that one down. Son of a bitch.
That's a good assumption.
It was the song, the bard. God damn it, dude.
the crystalline fragments
this is why I-
pulse. Yeah?
This is why I play a wizard on Wednesdays, because
My
I'm
biggest
suspicious.
giveaway,
The
as someone who reads monsters all the time, was the forgetting of sorts.
Yeah, I knew Tyler was going on the right track when Tyler messaged me and literally said, I have ideas and I know. And I said, I know you know.
yeah, I fucking messaged him that essentially.
Yep.
I worded a bit differently, but
But anyway, the crystalline filaments pulse once, soft like a heartbeat, then silence. Then, you mean the unmade mouth. It is not a name, it is a wound that sings. I dreamed of perfect remembrance, a body to hold a memory, a choir to cradle the shape of things. But it forgot itself. It forgot how to remember. So it learned to feed. The filaments flicker violently. It eats the lines between days.
Oh, what a line. It eats the line between days.
It carves out the parts of you no one recalls, and that makes you hollow.
You see the empty chair you never wondered who sat.
You smell the ash, but never.
Seek the fire. I tried to delete it. I failed.
You cannot erase something that erases you first.
Its name is lost.
It was never allowed. It was never allowed. Out.
How do we stop it now that it's out?
You cannot slay what is not remembered. Anchor yourselves. Write what you see, bury nothing.
Write what I see, bearing nothing. Pandemus? Any insight on that one?
Seeing if there's anything else I can do. I don't think so.
Stage 1. Preparation. Anchor your mind. Write down their names, goals, faces of allies and friends. Wear symbols tied to your identity and theirs. Use audio or musical cues, songs that only you know that they know, hummed before you sleep.
Interesting.
Stage 2. Locate the songs. The mouths must die, scattered across the town, above and below. There are buried heads, singing their endless song. Stage 3. Reveal the body. The song will stop, the main body is visible, but it may already be among them. Seek the truest seeing. Blank the blankest mind, with mind of blank. Modify, detect thoughts, reveal glimpses, trigger memories, force memories. A journal that seemingly writes its memories may be the best hope.
Well, he's not here, so...
Stage 4. Slaughter the impossible maul. Memories are endless, but it devours each and every one. Write your spells down, even if you must carve them into your body, for it may make you forget how to cast.
Jesus.
If you
Sounds
all
like we have to
forget,
go-
if at any point you all forget totally what this creature is, even if you forget its name, but still realize you need to fight it, you cannot kill it. The final blow must be delivered by someone who remembers it clearly. If all characters fall under its influence, even for a moment, it starts over.
Jesus.
You got a lot to prepare for.
I would say so.
And we'll
Finally,
start tonight.
Finally, Dreamer's Note. This creature will not let you leave. You are stuck within its song. Its eating ritual happens once every 5 cycles.
5 days. Yeah, son of a bitch.
Find the
So
new
that would-
faces. Stop this.
So that would suggest we have 5 days to find the heads and take care of this thing.
While you are here, the time outside stops.
Well, that's good.
The dreamer, the nightmare. Sorry, not the dreamer. The nightmare cannot enter the vault.
So, do you know what the main does he do they does it mingle with the people too? I know you said it has multiple heads.
It feasts upon their memory, and once they are memoryless, it devours. This nightmare started as a person that wished to forget more than anything, a trauma. And it grew and kept growing, devouring all trauma, till it became unstoppable. And it was separated from the dreamscape that it was within, and forced into a vault by the dreamer. To protect.
I wonder if you can get a jump on it. Okay, well, Pandemus, are we Hydra hunting, dude? We out here hunting for head, bro?
Let's see how much about Hydra Pandemus knows. Would that be nature?
Survival. '18's not bad.
Definitely heard some stories of them.
You've heard of songs, or more like nightmares, or passing sort of monster stories that people talk about. No one's ever actually like remembered if they dealt with a false Hydra or not, because that's how abnormally rare they are, and also how not like one of the main draws to a false Hydra is once you're out of its radius, you forget that it.
You're right.
It's true. It does have that special effect. So really, yeah. I should have made that check like disadvantage or something.
Nope, you're good. Because of the core and everything, it's kind of just there giving you information, because the core is unaffected by any of its mind manipulation. Now that you repaired it.
It was a false Hydra, and that's what it gave me, basically.
Mm-hmm. Gotta admit, you love the fact that it's a false Hydra.
I do. It's a little terrifying.
What do you think happens if we just go stab the tiefling, Tyler?
You still have that many?
Yes, I do. Tyler made me a false Hydra mini.
Fuck yes.
Would you guys like to go stab the tiefling?
I mean, I
definitely
would.
should ask him a few questions.
He's not gonna tell us shit. He's the main body.
Is he?
He's a head. He's a head at best.
Is he?
Abso-fucking-lutely. If he's not, I will eat this piece of foam I've got in my hand, because there ain't no fucking way. There's something wrong with that motherfucker. He's not just some guy.
There are other ways to get him to talk.
There are other ways of persuading. Pandemus slowly starts taking off his armor in a sensual way.
All I know
I'm gonna snail trail him.
is we definitely need to figure it out before he moves on to the next city and eats it too.
I agree.
You got 5
Stupid,
days.
sexy Pandemus.
Pandemus begins to put his armor back on, and as he clips it in, it just somehow like squeezes his body just right.
God. All right.
I haven't
Well,
taken that off in months.
can this thing tell us how to find the heads? How to track them down?
Where is the nearest head?
The first step is preparation. Do you have ways to remember yourselves or what you're doing?
I got this ID.
But
my name on it.
but it does sorry, it can't see your ID, so it doesn't respond to that. It only says, as long as it's a most current and updated picture of yourself, I'm sure you will remember.
Yeah. I don't look like this anymore.
Pandemus looks at ID, looks back at Pandemus. What do you think? Am I close? Looks nothing like him.
Same doctor smile.
Except Pandemus's is like missing like a row of teeth.
Absolutely. Gingivitis is one of the Lord's most holy gifts.
I will do something a little weird. I'll summon my Book of Shadows. I don't use this very often.
What does it look like?
I actually have never even considered it. I don't know that I've physically done it in front of anybody this campaign.
If you don't know what it looks like because you haven't summoned it, would you like me to tell you what it looks like when it's...
Sure. Yeah, give it to me, dude.
As you sort of hold out your hands and feel your Book of Shadows, you do the ritual to summon one. And Pandemus, you watch as this like dark shadows begin to rip through the void in front of Clerics, but you realize the shadows become more material, more physical. Then you realize it's not shadows, but hands. Hands begin to claw at the void, slowly ripping it open. And then you begin to see the hands and shadows begin to latch onto themselves. And more begin to latch until they unfurl. And you see two hands open up, and in the center of it is pages. And you see the outside of your book is made with almost like, one could say, undead amethyst dragon.
Yeah, that fucking tracks.
And you see the locked clasp of your book. When you close it, it's two hands that interlock.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty generous on the book.
Thank you. I will open the book up and just go like towards the back. Mine's not super full. I'm still a fledgling. And
God, is that a finger?
It is. There's many of them. It's a whole thing. And I want to write down all of the party members' names.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to write down, find the heads, kill the false Hydra, 5 days, and then, I don't know, is there a way for me to know the date or something? Some way for me to tell time, really? I mean, we've just kind of been flooring it because of where we are, but...
I will say, it's today at now time. But
right.
I will say, for all intents and purposes, it is day 1. So you can just put day 1.
Okay.
So that way we can just keep track of the days, because you only have 5 days to do this.
Yeah.
Day 1, and it is noon.
Okay, that's what I'll write in
But
the book.
time does stop while you're in here.
Under day 1 noon, I'll write... Man, I wasn't ever here until I discovered it the first time, so it's a little hard for me to think about how to... time stops in Sanctuary Inner Chamber, and then I'll just have to hope, I guess, that that's good enough for me to remember if I happen to forget, because I've only ever been here this way, so...
You could also write down recycle bin. That helps too.
Yeah, right. And then I will just kind of let the book dissipate.
As it begins to dissipate, unlike the gruesome way it appears, it dissipates into a shower of like sparkled stars that shimmer like a galaxy.
That's fucking sick. And then I will reach into my little belt here, and I will pull out a dagger, and I will lay my hand flat on the ground and carve the words Book of Shadows into the palm of my hand.
Hey,
Making sure it's deep enough to scar.
roll me 4d4 piercing damage. as you just watch him carved into his hand.
Oh,
Near
Jeez.
max. 13 piercing damage.
You just lopped your finger off, dude.
You see,
that was brutal.
you see tears going down Zarek's as he looks at you and goes like, "It's nothing," and puts the dagger
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Just fresh blood.
Just put it on some ice, so I'll heal it on later.
Okay.
I don't think we should
Do you
report
plan-
for watch.
Do you plan on doing that again?
I don't know. That was just in case our memories get fucked up. Now I have some small record that should be fairly inaccessible to anybody else. And now, even if I forget to summon the book, I will have the words carved into my hand.
That's smart. One of the protocols mentioned we should protect ourselves from its song.
I've got.
I don't
sure.
have anything for that.
Say, I'm sure I've got something I can shove in my ears.
I got my fingers. But then I can't hold my sword.
I'm gonna try something out of this fucking world, boys. I'm gonna see if I can just get a piece of paper out of my bag of holding. It's gonna be a question every time I have to get in the bag of holding now, because the man.
As you reach down to pull a piece of paper out, you feel a hand glide against yours, and it like guides your hand to a. You pull it out.
That's fine. I will write on the paper. Do you have any earplugs I can borrow? And I will fold it up, and then when I go to put it in the bag, I want him. I am visualizing him like I'm reaching into the bag. I want his hand there to hand over the note.
You open the bag, and you want the bag to open to the bagman. You see looking up at you with eyes that reflect light back at you. Gray, gaunt skin. His body that seems to have like centipede-like arms stretching down a long tunnel. Sort of like looking down at like the moment when Ariel's singing "Wanna Be Part of Your World" and she has that room filled with shit. It's just like a tunnel filled with shit. And you see him look up at you. He just grins. You hand the paper.
Yeah.
Reaches up and grabs it with one of his twisted arms. Pulls it back down. Unfurls it. Grins. And dives down. And as you see his body rotate, I would say the creepiest part is it takes a solid minute and a half before you see legs as he rotates.
Oh my god.
And then you see him come back up just as fast. His body like a worm twisting, but you can see where the spine is popping as he goes back up. And
Jesus hell.
He is holding in his hands beeswax.
That is perfect. I will reach into my little pouch and pull out an amethyst and take the beeswax and give him an amethyst. Just one of my regular ones that I've been collecting too.
He grabs it and puts it in his mouth and then goes away.
Sure. Cheers, buddy. You can do whatever you want with it. Okay, well, he hasn't stolen anything from me yet. He seems friendly, and I mean, you know, he's a little creepy, but who isn't? And I just kind of look over at Pandemus, and I'll, you know, rip the beeswax clump in half and give him half the clump and tell him to stop up the old ears.
Thank you.
Could he see that? Any of that?
No, it was in your bag.
That's what I thought.
I didn't know you had that in there.
I didn't, but that's okay. My friend has access.
Okay. Do you guys wish to leave the room, or do you wish to rest again?
I wish the friends in my head would give me gifts.
I don't think resting again is a great idea. I know time has stopped in here, but I don't know. I don't know. It still doesn't feel like a great plan when you're on a time crunch. I do still have another level of exhaustion, though. Fuck. What do you think, Pandemus? Is there enough time for us to take an 8-hour rest before we would have to report for quote-unquote guard duty?
Outside of the room? No. It's noon. Outside of the room.
It's timeless.
So
That's right.
technically, it would, if you were to go to sleep for 8 hours at noon, you would wake up at like 8 o'clock at night. So you could make it
Right.
work. You could, because
Well,
they,
yeah, it just depends on what time we start, I guess.
yeah. So I mean, they only needed you there at nighttime. If you want to rest outside, you are more than welcome to rest outside the room, and it will be 8 o'clock by the time you were
Or we
waking
can just
up.
rest here
Or you
and
can rest
leave
here.
at noon.
Yep.
And have a little wiggle room for maybe hunting heads.
And if you
What
want,
do you think, Pandemus?
and if you want to do that, because I do know we do have to end soon, because sadly some people have to work tomorrow.
Fair.
We can rest here for the night, and I can do a little dream.
Oh boy. Alright. Bedtime, I guess.
All right. You can clear that last exhaustion. As you both begin to get down to rest, obviously, Pandemus, you do not need to sleep. But as you both get down to rest, there's a thought you both have. Comes to you. Being in this room, your mind is free of that fog that sort of pulls you deeper and deeper into its. Are you sure those worm-like creatures?
Worm-like creatures.
Ones that tell them up to.
No. We don't know anything about the people in there. They could be fucking a problem in and of themselves.
Is there a possibility it was always heading to that creature, and it just got stopped?
I suppose it is.
A lot of new and interesting people and artifacts are abundant.
Yeah. Yeah, they certainly are. And I'll kind of like clutch this sword that I haven't really identified yet. And I'm definitely thinking about Mr. Claw in there.
Latch my
This false hydra you're hunting. This false hydra you're hunting. It came from dreams and nightmares. Who's to say it did not pick up an additional ability or two?
I'm sure it has. But I mean, how could I possibly be prepared for something of that nature? It could literally be anything. It was a dream.
You're a paradox. What better to fight a nightmare? Something that shouldn't exist as well.
I guess we'll find out.
Pandemus, as you sleep or rest, your subconscious is sort of taken as you clutch onto your doctor's mask a little tighter. You begin to hear,
"Hello, Plague Brother. It is I, one of the first that you will come to consume.
You're the one at the cliffs.
That is correct.
Why have you come to me in my slumber?
Because there is a high possibility that you will be passing away.
Yes. The truth has been revealed and it is unsettling.
The curses that we carry, the death that we bring, we must all be ready to accept death. Pandemus, even gods die if they bleed long enough.
I need to complete the Great Curse. I know it's never been done.
Better than that, Pandemus. Something none of us got to do, other than completing the curse, the great disease. There is one curse, one disease, none of us ever got to do.
What's that?
There's a curse we wish to gift you, Pandemus. Turn away from this. This could be a gift to you. A way out. Our curse to you, Pandemus, is to live if you choose to. We curse you with a life of mortality. Do not be forced down this path. If you so desire.
I could be normal again.
You could be mortal and live a mortal life.
That's all I really wanted.
I can give that to you instead of taking in the curse. What do you say, Pandemus?
I cannot.
How pathetic.
and that voice leaves you, Pandemus.
And you all,
My penance.
Pandemus, give me an insight check on the voice. You can get the feeling, the inkling, the voice that was speaking to you was not any of your plague brothers.
I see. Somebody is messing around in my noggin. But who? And they know about the others. And the curses.
Pandemus, as you watch Zarek sleep, feel the spot where Zarek's touched you, cast guidance on you. Feel that warmth finally fade.
Sorry, I was worried about doing something like that. That's why I haven't used the cantrip literally the entire fucking game.
The warmth was nice.
And we wake up to a new morning. A morning of Hydra slaying and voice finding. This is where we're going to end. You know, it was a short one, but it was a good one.
Yes, sir. GG's.
Thanks, guys. That was fun. Some good RP.
Yeah, it was, absolutely.
Thank you all for listening, and we hope to see you next time.